What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode, the second episode of Elude Stalwart playing Life is Feudal, the MMO. We're on the Avalon PvP server, and I've been playing this game solid for, I think, almost a week now, and I've been leveling alchemy, or working towards alchemy. And just a little background is I'm part of a guild called the Forge Marauders, and I was lucky enough to stumble upon one of my friend's streams when I first started playing this game. I was trying to find any information I could out about this game when I was first getting into it, and my previous experience with it before that was I guess I bought or purchased off of a Steam summer sale or a winter sale or something, maybe like a year or two ago, Life is Feudal Your Own. And I had only played the Life is Feudal Your Own version of this game up until just like a week ago when I got into the MMO. And out of all the people streaming on Twitch, I ran into Lenny. And it's kind of tongue-in-cheek because I think Lenny was the only person streaming Life is Feudal, the MMO, whenever I was looking for some gameplay or content. And yeah, so I ended up linking up with him and joining his guild with some of his friends. And I've been working on Elude Stalwart. He's my Gotland alchemist. Or, I'm sorry, Gotlung alchemist. Now, this is kind of like a hardcore survival progression style MMO, and pretty much whatever you do is what you get good at. And as far as I can tell, out of all my skills, the thing that I've been leveling the most consistently, has been nature's lore. And as I get higher ranks in that, like from 0 skill up to 30 skill up to 60 skill, I get different benefits from doing nature's lore style activities. So the primary stats are intellect, which is like this little brain icon, and strength. And the more I'm doing nature's lore type of activities, which in the 0 skill kind of tier, it kind of lists, if you gather ammo for a sling, then you're leveling nature's lore. If you gather berries, you're leveling nature's lore. If you're gathering plant fiber, and so on and so forth. And all these little starter materials are what you end up using to craft like items that become useful later on. So most of what I've been focusing on lately is gathering plant fiber, because it's always useful to be able to turn into like rope or linen cloth, which I'm currently using for leveling healing in my current state. Now, healing is very useful because it allows me to treat patients and revive them and inspect them to find out the maximum percentage of hard HP that they have that can be healed. Now, I'll do something called bed rest, where if somebody's hard HP, the bottom bar of their hit points, the red bottom bar, if that starts getting too low, I can treat them and prescribe them bed rest, and allowing them to rest to recover their hit points. If you look at my number 9 here, that's what that is. I've also been leveling piety. So piety or piety, as I get that ranked up, right now I'm at 8 after praying to my gods just now. My alignment increased, and now I have 8 piety. The higher that is, the better off I am if I get like killed or something like that. I'll take less of a skill point detriment. Whereas if you're like negative, say like you're a murderer and a thief, then your piety will go into the negative alignment where the gods kind of forsake you. And if the gods have forsaken you when you die, you lose a lot more skill points. So it's kind of hardcore in that sense, where if you die, you lose skills. And if you stay alive and you remain well fed, you gain skills. There's a herbalism as well. That's helping lend itself towards my alchemy tree. Only just yesterday did I hit healing rank 30, which allowed me to open up alchemy. And I think most of today I'm going to be mixing cocktails so I can increase my alchemy. And the attributes that will be affected by this as I'm leveling it is intellect and agility. So as I start ranking up alchemy, I'll get more intellect and more agility. And each of those stats correspond with different activities that you do in the game. And here's just a a glance at my character sheet and what I'm wearing. Currently, I have equipped a primitive shield and a practice sword because in the combat tree, I'm trying to level swordsman. And yeah, having practice swords allows me to rank that up. So I'm just recently starting to get a little dangerous, I guess, with leveling weapon skills and stuff. Now, equipped, I have North Rags. One of my buddies, Ma Deeps, he's on Twitch, and I think he might have a YouTube, but I only ever really know of his Twitch channel. Ma Deeps is maybe worth checking out if you want somebody else that's streaming Life is Feudal content. He has a lot more experience than me, so he could probably give you more information about the details of the game that I don't quite understand yet. But for my purposes here, as I'm learning, I figured I'd stream the process to show you what you might expect if you decide to pick this game up. Now, you can see I just ate, and my hunger got replenished from 80 to 100, which, if your food quality is well enough, your multiplier goes up here, and that affects how quickly you're training skills. So this game's all about leveling your skills and grinding. Pink Rose says, what's up, Pink Rose? Good morning. Welcome to the stream, man. I was just kind of going over my character sheet and my skills that I've been leveling and stuff. You got general actions like horseback riding, general actions, swimming, like all this stuff has to do with different aspects of the game. For our purposes, just to keep it simple, I'm concerned about alchemy. So I need to mix a cocktail. And I'll be showing you the stuff that leads up to doing that. So first we said gathering plant fiber. That allowed us to reach herbalism, which allows us to mix a preparation. Preparations are in my bag. I've done a few already. This double blood antidote preparation. So this is an antidote. You'll have to excuse the train as it goes by. But this antidote, if you get poisoned in some way, will actually treat that poison in the magnitude that it's able to do it. So if I get like a really high level poison on me, it'll probably take a few of these antidotes to actually nullify the effect. Also, I have the adrenaline preparation, which restores my soft HP. I've been carrying this around just in case like somebody gets beat up pretty bad. I can use this kind of as my medic toolkit to help replenish their hit points. Also, I have flavor. This is used to improve food tastes. At some point, our cook's going to need this, but they haven't, I don't think, reached that high enough skill to be able to use that. So that's useful later, and that's useful for other professions. I also have flux, which is useful for crafting, and I hear someone, ah! You frightened me. I heard him running up. I didn't know what it was. This is, with all respect, this is crazy. This is Ma Dukes. So this is my buddy here. He's probably in Discord. So I'm gonna try to get Discord going so you can hear our conversations. Last time I tried this, it was popping and crackling. So I don't know if I'll be able to sit in Discord this stream, or if I'm gonna be playing, I probably will just quit streaming so I can play the game. But this is kind of my introduction into Life is Feudal, the MMO, and what I've been up to in this game. It's still very much in an alpha or beta state, the game is. So it takes a little bit for my computer to run it. So if it gets too bad and too poor quality, I may just stop the stream. But I did want to give this short update at least as to what I've been up to and what the channel's probably going to be having a lot more content towards. Now, right. I want to mix preparations, and I want to level my alchemy, but we'll see what Ma Deeps has in store. Usually he's got some mission that he's doing each day. And we'll find out. Yo, what's up?
Oh, dude. Do you want to do some pod stuff?
It's all fucked off.
Or whatever.
It's going to be messed up sounding, I guess, guys. Yesterday I leveled my healing up enough to where I can do preparations in alchemy now. So,
okay, sweet.
So I was thinking about getting some alchemy levels today.
Put some dung and some alchemy ingredients, like, in some boxes around there.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds cool. For whatever reason, Discord's still doing that shit it was doing before.
Yeah, I've just noticed that. It's not too bad though. It's workable. But yeah, there's digested fat and crystallized bile in that little box, the little bark box. I
Uh,
don't know if you've got any uses for those. I'll have a look to see if there's any more. But these are what you get from working with the animals.
oh, okay.
There's a chance when I slaughter animals, I get these weird alchemy.
Bever says, Elude, Suka! Ma sounds like a
In a
robot. When
crate,
did he
there's
become a
saliva
robot?
or poop because
I don't
I'm
know,
cleaning
man.
out the animals.
It's something with Discord. Discord's messing up on me for whatever reason. And I don't know how to make it not do that. So,
Oh,
I could
we have a
turn him
chicken
down if
door.
he's bothering y'all, but just let me know. I'm gonna harvest these herbs and plant these herbs first thing because that's actually on a 14-hour timer. But then
Okay,
after that, I'll
there's
be free to do whatever.
if you need dung, there's loads in that crate that we moved.
Okay, appreciate it. Or you have McDonald's Wi-Fi again?
We've had
No, my
2
Wi-Fi is
rabbits
solid.
spawn
It's just Discord.
at quality 91. That's not bad.
Oh, quality 91 what?
Rabbits spawn.
Oh, cool.
I think the chicken might have been quality 100 as well. So,
I see. That's nice.
yeah, we got our first load of eggs and things as well.
Yeah, buddy. Alright, so I'm going to be gathering these
No,
herbs and
no sheep
replanting
or
them as I
anything born yet,
go.
though.
I missed that last bit. What was that?
I said I don't think we've had any sheep or horses born yet. They take a little bit long. Oh no,
I
it's
see.
not. No.
Okay. What plant was that?
No.
Jorino Vacam. Jorino Vacam. Which one is this? Topa.
Oh, we've had a bull bomb.
Hoya.
Quality 90.
Jorino. Quality 90. Nice.
93.
93.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Alright.
Um,
Gather this one. This is that symbol. This is what you can expect if you alchemy. Bever says, ask Ma when he became a robot. Bever wants to know when you became a robot.
Who wants to know?
Salty or Swax.
Alright.
They can hear you over the thing. I tried looking it up and Googling around that other day too, and I didn't find anything useful on how I could get that to not sound robotic like that.
Maybe change. I don't know if you can change the bandwidth on the channel Discord. If we jump to yours and load the bandwidth.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I could try that. I'll hop in the Stalwart Vanguard.
Yeah, okay, I'll pop over.
Alright. Alright, so he's saying change the bandwidth of the server. So I'll be doing that.
Right, there should be a setting on the channel setting where you can change the bandwidth required.
I'm looking for it. Moderation, most likely. Connections. Streamer mode. I gotta turn streamer mode off. Okay. Streamer mode disabled. Connections. That's something else. Voice and video. Mic test. We need to get to server settings. This is user settings. Overview. Audit log. Just give me a moment, folks. What's cool is by the time I'm done with this, I'll never have to do it again. But for the first few streams when I'm jacking with this, it's just you're gonna have to just bear with me, I guess. I see server region, but I don't see anything else about like bandwidth or anything. Do I have to go to the channel specifically?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay, I was looking at the server settings. This channel, the bitrate is at 96 kilobits per second. That's as high as it goes.
Yeah, maybe drop it a bit.
Okay, 64.
Maybe that'll help, I don't know.
Save changes. Alright, it's done.
Okay, we shouldn't notice any real difference.
Yeah.
Like in the quality, it should just stop that crackling maybe.
I think it did reduce it. Maybe I drop it a little bit more. I'll do half of 64. Actually, let's do 42. Alright, we'll see about that.
We just got like over 200 beef from a bull.
Ah, nice.
I can't carry it all though.
Damn.
Got some poop for it.
It's kind of a good problem to have, though. But
Yeah.
I know when I'm moving all this dung around, I gotta make a couple trips with the water and the dung. What the hell? Oh, animal tracks. There was an animal over here, I guess. I was trying to grow herbs. I don't know why that would be my default setting. Ooh. So I got a little bit of a system here. As I'm looting these, you'll notice all these different plants pop out. I usually just take whatever the one stack or the single item or the one or two items, because those are the highest quality, and then I put those back in the growing.
Of her food leveling cooking yesterday. But if you can get advanced farming up to 60 today, we'll be able to get the pretty soon.
We'll be able to get what pretty soon?
Fancy foods. I don't suppose you've got any spare metal sickles, because the guy said he was making some, and then I haven't found any.
The only metal sickle I've seen is that one you gave me that day, and I've already long since broke it. I've just carried like 5 or 6 stone ones on me all this time.
Yeah, what I'll do is I'll try and get hold of Lenny or Pink Rose and be like, yeah, we really need some sickles, mate.
Okay. What was that plant? Aquila peccatum.
Right, I'm going to put this poop in there.
I'm not good enough at this yet for it to be automatic. I still have to like really think about and track everything that I'm doing, because it's still...
Have you tried using bones as the fertilizer?
No, not yet. Maybe I'll do that today.
Say I've got like 60 or decent quality ones on my pen.
Okay. Yeah, I've been having the gold quality of the fertilizer all this time, so I've been just using that. But if you have, I guess I could just switch to that and see if I can, I don't know, get a better yield. So the thing about these plants is the different types of fertilizer that I use. Certain plants like certain types of fertilizer more. So if I could figure out, like, if the Adipin nobello here likes bones better than like dung, then I could use bones for this plant specifically and dung for the other types that require it. And there's a third type of fertilizer, which is fish. So if I can get,
for example, like I said,
fish.
we just had a 90 odd quality bull. So the 88 quality bull we had slaughtered.
Okay.
So that it doesn't breed with the cows, you know what I mean? So that...
Yeah, so you only have the master race of bull being bred.
Yeah.
Right on. Pinkro says I'll be on later. Alright, Pinkro.
Step by step. But yeah, the lowest quality sort of bovine animal we have is one of the cows, one of the females, that's level 8 is 91 off.
91. Okay.
As soon as we get a cow born that's over 89, I'll murder that 89. Those boars are low quality, but they're the only boars with, well, it's the lowest quality, they're like 61 and 62. That's still... but yeah, as soon as we have a bull born that's a better quality, I'll get rid of one of the ones we caught.
Okay. Alright, so that's that taken care of. Somebody's been putting stuff in here.
Yeah, we've got some wool today, we've got some eggs, we got... Yeah, quite a lot going on. surprised. It's only day 2 of the animals being in there. I'm surprised we had any bursts today, so that's quite good.
Not enough space. What, it normally takes longer than that?
Yeah.
Oh.
For,
Maybe
for
since the
bigger animals,
conditions
yeah.
are so
Rabbits, not
favorable?
so much.
Oh.
Especially in winter as well. Like if it was spring, I'd be like, oh yeah, fair enough. I expect like 3 or 4 rabbits a day in spring, but to have like a bull born in winter is unusual.
Does like maybe the pen they're being kept in quality have anything to do with
I
that?
don't know if the pen does, but the quality of food you're feeding them does, definitely.
Oh, okay. See, just doing that, my
We've
hunger
got
dropped down
enough
below
animal
80, so I
feed
gotta
for
eat
like
again.
10 real life days. Hopefully we'll have...
This is pretty good
I'm
food.
hoping the in-game
Complexity
winter
too.
is over by then.
Now water. I need water. Dung I
We'll
have.
soon know, because you see how the buildings have snow on the roofs?
Is that what that is? Because I thought it was just the texture.
No, the snow on the roofs. You'll see in spring. That'll disappear. No, that's how I'm gonna use that as an indicator of when springs.
Right on. Alright, so that's low quality dung. We need some higher quality dung.
I think, yeah, I put a big stack of dung in one of the boxes. It's like quality 88.
Okay. I'm just splitting them up in
something.
stacks of sticks, or 6 rather, and then I'll go get those bones. 6.
Yeah, the bottom cart in the warehouse I use, you know, the animal
Not
stuff
enough
warehouse,
space. Damn.
is literally full to the brim with bones. So if you just go to there and sort by quality, you can get the best quality ones. Which is like 99 quality.
Maybe I can fit it in here. Alright.
Don't know, you know, which would be better. The poop or the bones, but we'll see. I've got to have a look around for some rope today. I want to make myself a fishing rod. I've had my orders from the missus. She's like, you've got to go fishing, we're out of fish.
Ah, okay. Got your honeydews.
Yeah.
6.
I haven't seen any rope around there.
I kind of wish I would have saved that little spreadsheet, but I think I was getting about 27 quality for most of these that I was growing, but I'm pretty much going to have the spreadsheet to find out what plant likes what manure best. Picro says, my meal tail is at, oh, my metal is at 40, I need to get up to 20 more.
It used to be you could only use dung and it all depended on the quality of dung, the ratio and things like that, the quality of the starting plants and the quality of the boxes. Now it seems like they've made it even more complex with allowing you to use bones and other things. So now I have really no clue.
Six. Just splitting stacks. These will be all ready to go when I need them later on. So this is a bit of what the grind looks like if you can expect to play this game or.
Oh, the archery target's back.
Oh, nice.
Don't know.
I'm also curious how many people other than just ourselves is running in and out of this base.
I think I've seen maybe 6 different characters.
Oh,
like
I thought it was like 2.
nah, it's definitely more than that.
Get them going, there we go. Alright. So that's done, son. And
I'm looking in all of these carts that are in our keep for things, mainly for some rope.
that wagon in the middle of the field has a bunch of rope I put in there.
No, it's linen and rope, not.
Oh, my bad.
Rope. I could use the simple rope to make a basic fishing pole, but I want the linen rope to make a good one.
Okay.
But it's quite a scarce thing, rope, because you need flax and things to make it.
Is that something that Mary's going to have to be planting in her plowed fields?
Yeah, I'd say we plant the first harvest. We plant a load of wheat and a load of flax. Worry about the vegetables and stuff after that.
Alright, so now that I have all those plants planted and some of that stuff separated,
Well, there's a load of
I'm going to
clay
start drawing
and
water
tiles.
from this well. And I got to keep an eye on my hunger. Our goal is to get 210 water from this,
Oh, no,
because that's how much I need for all of my plants.
Also some more animals. Damn it. Oh, these are really good quality chickens there.
This is kind of my morning routine here. I log in, I get my garden, and then I start replanting, and then it's pretty much up from there. It's kind of up to what the group's doing, or what Ma Deeps is up to, what I end up doing after that. What I like is this flavor text. You feel a sudden sting in a soft private part of your anatomy. You begin to itch furiously, trying to reach and squash the revolting bloodsucker dining on your body. So apparently I got fleas.
So many animals in this camp.
I guess to be fair, it's normally a lot more people managing it than just one, right? You raise a hand to scratch your nose and notice a knobby wart sitting right between your fingers.
One guy's easily enough. It's just, I don't know why they've not been slaughtering the ones they're not as meat, you know what I mean?
Ah,
Why
okay.
there's so many intact bulls and stuff lying around. Like if it's low quality bull, I mean usually I have 2 bulls on the go. One high quality but too young to breed, probably its father, you know? And then if a new bull's born, just rotate. Slaughter the lowest level one. Progress, you know.
Yeah.
These lot seem to have stuck everything in storage. There's like 1,000 chickens. Like.
Well, a lot of these guys are from the other base too, huh?
Yeah.
So they probably care less about this outpost.
Yeah. No, but even the Russians who had it originally were like, what were they playing? Like, seems like maybe they had 2 or 3 people managing the animals and they were all doing something. I found a whole crate of practice weapons.
Nice.
Inside the keep. And a whole crate of jewellery.
I haven't really explored every facet of this place yet. I'm still curious. I want to explore that main little maze they were talking about one day, but I haven't been brave enough.
Yeah, that's where I'm finding all of this stuff. So.
Ah, okay.
There's a lot. Still no rope though.
Still keeping an eye on our hunger. We don't want it to drop below 80.
Alchemy table in here.
I didn't notice I grabbed 2 complexity food. I thought beef steak was beef steak. So the last beef steak group I had was 4 complexity food. So I'm taking a little bit of hit on my skill multiplier by eating this. But if I don't eat it, I don't think anybody else will.
Another
So
cart and a load of crates in here. What's in this cup?
I might as well.
Gold. Okay. A lot of it.
I love gold.
There's so much in our keep. Another box of jewellery. Empty box. Empty box. Empty box. If you need a chest to store stuff in, there's like 3 or 4.
I may need another one in the alchemist shop because they're getting maxed out in there from the dung.
Yeah, chest hold more than the crates. Might be worth grabbing one.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize. I thought you were calling the crates a chest. I must see this chest one day. I think crates are 150. How much storage space is a chest?
500, I think.
Nice.
Another cart with just a cow in it. Brilliant.
Just a cow in there?
Yeah.
It's a weird place to find a cow. Alright, how many water?
To
I
the
need
list of
210.
animals that-
I'm probably going to run low on hunger before I get all the water I need. A lot of the crafting and the skills and leveling up and stuff has to do with the quality as well, or the quality affects a lot of those things. The quality of this water, if you look at the star in the middle, shows that it's 100 quality water. I guess because this well is either well built or maybe well built pun, or maybe it's just always the case that when you draw water from a well, you get 100 quality water. But either way, it's pretty fortunate that we were getting 100 quality water. I have my, I guess, item rarity toggled on, so you could see that it's actually white quality, or like I think of it as like platinum quality because it's above gold.
Oh, workbench out ahead.
And you'll see the number change depending on the quality. You bend over the water and see your own face. It ripples, changes its expression grotesquely, but no ripples hide the fact that your complexion resembles gray sand and that you are haggard with fatigue and lack of sleep. I can't believe that that's the case since I just logged in. I don't know how you sleep in this game, but I haven't rested in a while, I guess. I don't feel very haggard. More gold, more gold! What's gold useful for?
Making jewellery.
Oh, right, for luck modifiers or whatever?
Yeah, that's the one.
I guess luck allows you to find more
it?
rare discoveries.
Oh, nice. I think there's a full set of leather armour in it. I can really...
Nice, you were looking for that the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, the past few days, the game's kind of in a lull right now as we wait for the patch 0.2.0 to come out, which is supposed to be, or it was advertised to come out, quote-unquote, this winter. But there's not very much winter left for this patch to release.
A load of bandages.
Very cool.
Adrenaline preparation.
Alright, so I need to eat some more food.
Refreshing preparation. Hard stamina. And an antidote. Okay, so that looks like a medical wardrobe.
Nice.
Sweet. I'll load practice shield.
Yeah, we're kind of given this keep as a hand-me-down. It was kind of passed off to us from our larger guild that we're a part of.
Pretty cool.
It's like a newbie camp. It's like we're a newbie starting area a little bit, where we're protected and we're kind of given some stuff, but it's really up to us to maintain it and make the stuff that we need and do the things that we need to level up our skills. But going back to that patch that's coming out, when it releases, this entire map's going to get wiped. So that's to implement a new map. And whenever the new map comes out, supposedly, pardon the train, supposedly all of our skills are going to be transferred with us in some way, or people are assuming that, or like we're not really sure, it hasn't been communicated what's going to happen. But if we use the most recent server merges as an example, all the people on 3 larger servers that were kind of dead kind of got combined into the 4th server, where they're all meeting up together on the same server. And whenever they were transferred, I think all the items in their inventory were transferred with them, and as many skills as they had were transferred with them. The only thing that we're concerned with is after this map is wiped, whether or not the skills that we've been working on this whole time are going to get transferred with us. Oh, that's enough water.
If you look from the top, the very top of our key.
If there's, it looks like someone's plowed the world.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. The view of the field from there.
Yeah.
Damn. I'll bet you could even see it on the map too.
I bet you can, yeah.
Alright, so I need to make stacks of 10 here now.
Right, I'm gonna grab that leather armor. So, really useful for me. I didn't find the rope I was hoping to find, but I did some useful stuff.
But yeah, whenever the map wipes, we're hoping that all the work we're putting in these skills transfers with us in some way. But there's been no communication about it so far. I can't imagine that people will just have to start over because there are people that have been playing this game for 2 years, and 2 years worth of progress gone overnight would probably piss a lot of people off. So, kind of in preparation for that, I'm trying to level up to alchemy as much as I can and then max out my alchemy, because regardless of what happens with everything, I know I'm going to be an alchemist in the new map, and I want to have as many skills dedicated to that as possible. But it's going to be hard to say because the whole skill tree is going to be reworked, and they're going to get rid of a lot of the useless placeholders or the fluff that they've had, kind of like for future, I guess, patches and updates that just kind of never came to fruition. So I get a sense they're going to be trimming a lot of the fat. And I was fortunate enough to discover this game again, like before this kind of the biggest thing that's happened in this game since its release, is occurring. So that's going to be kind of nice and interesting to see how that turns out. I've kind of had my eye on this game for a while, but each time I tried to play it, the name of the game implies life is feudal on your own. I've been on my own mostly. So I kind of looked out and finding Lenny and his squad, and I'm really thankful for that. Because we're going to be getting into some adventures, and we already have been, even in this current state of the game.
Cool.
Like, we've had quite a few different adventures and expeditions. What was that?
I've got a set of arm.
Oh, your leather armor. This is a full set, huh?
Yeah. Yep. I think there's 2 full sets.
So what does that do for you, other than just like, slashing, piercing, protection, or whatever?
Well, it'll help me level up skill as well. Similar to how taking hits on the ship.
Okay. What skill is that level? Like, it's ranger for that
archery.
shield. Oh, your archery?
It's archery. Yeah, if
nice.
you find heavy, that's ranger as well.
Okay. Yeah, taking hits in the shield for me is just footman. I'm going to need to find some kind of armor that level swordsman, if there even is a such thing.
Line, see which armor it allows you.
It's in that tree there?
Yeah, it'll say it allows you to use.
Yay, I'm no longer encumbered. Let's see what he was talking about. Swordsman, footman. Okay, so the light scale stuff.
I think there's some of that
up
here.
That's footman, never mind. This is regular scale. Yeah, I saw some regular scale. I wonder if I can wear it now. I think I got B60 actually. No, 30. Should be able to at 30. I know I saw some of that right there in the foyer, like when you first enter the house. I'll have to go grab that.
Trying to find my way out of here.
Oh man, good luck. Should have left some some junk on the floor to breadcrumb your way out.
Yeah, I found my way. Cool.
Nice. Alright, so there's that. I'm about halfway through doing this garden stuff.
I need to check out my character. I'm going over to.
And there's more water. And water.
Let's see here.
I'm behind the alchemist bench. And if I can click on something, my FPS gets nuked in this game randomly. Alright, 1, drop it. Alright. What are you doing? Hello. It is my honor.
It is my honor.
Yeah, it's my leather armor.
Right on. Too legit to quit.
Yeah, I want the heavy leather. It looks well cool. And like I say, that'll have a range.
Oh yeah. You said them bones are in the bark warehouse?
You know the warehouse where the chickens and animals and all that
Oh yeah.
go inside it, and
Okay.
have a look at the bottom. There's 2 carts in there. Have a look in the bottom.
Alright.
There's also a crate full of bones in there as well.
Look at inventory. Bones. Sort these by quality. And yeah, pretty much all those. Okay. I need 6 at a time, so this is 5.
Well, let's add this rabbit I found to
1.
the other rabbits.
Shouldn't have did it that way. Let's just move it all over. I think it's like 120 that I need, but these stacks are so inconsistent. I don't really know what's what. Okay.
Yeah, I told you there's quite a few bones in there, mate.
No worries. Alright, so I'm actually going to cancel. Alright, 1. That inventory management boss here. And 1. Didn't see where that went. Sort by quantities. There we go. Got him. This one here, 6. And this one is 12. I just put this one into 2 neat stacks. 6. Got him. 6 to 6. This can split into 2. 6 there. We just need 1 here. Sort by quantities. This is probably 5. I can see it. There we go. So you can see a lot still needs to be worked on and improved in this game. It is a little clunky to deal with stuff in the interface, but I promise it's a good and fun game.
Go on a bit of a womble.
Other than that,
find some more animals. Mary's like, oh, I need some more gaming. Sort of after you left yesterday.
oh really?
So
Even more?
And you know those deers we saw over Butthole Ridge?
Yeah.
Killed a couple of those.
Nice. Probably had to make quite a few trips, huh?
We were gonna, we didn't know we were gonna get anyone sort of joining us, so we kind of set our characters up, sort of compliment each other, in case it was just us two.
Oh.
So I said to her, yeah, now we've got more people, you're definitely just gonna be shouting at me, fucking getting food.
Right on.
I might have to make a simple fishing rod with some of that rope, because I can't find any good. It's a bit sad. At least until we can plant some flax and get that harvested. But I think maybe harvest should be mostly wheat, and then some, like a small amount of flax.
Okay.
Just because that means we've got a load of hay to feed the animals, and it means Mary can level up her cooking even faster, because she can turn any of the grain we don't use for replanting, she can turn it into flour, and that will really level her cooking skill really quick.
Who's going to be making the linen cloth whenever...
Me.
Whose skill is that? Okay.
Procuration.
Right
Basically,
on.
you know how I put the leather in the tanning tubs, right? I have to try out the leather and then put it in the tanning tubs. Well, with flax, you get flax stems, and you put 10 of them into one of the tanning tubs with some water and leave it in. It turns it all into flax fibres, and then I spin it on the wheel to make rope or yarn.
Ah, I see.
And because my procreation's at 90 now, we'll end up with decent quality rope for building whatever we need.
Okay.
Because obviously my woodworking's quite high as well, I can actually make decent fishing rods myself. Because for a fishing rod you need linen rope and some wood. Well, I can work with both of those materials, so I should end up with a decent fishing rod once we've got... Obviously this game is like Feudal Society was. It's very seasonal. You you know, we've kind of got to the point between three of us now where we're just really waiting on spring.
Yeah.
I mean, there's little combat things we can do during the winter months now, and our blacksmiths and miners still need to do some work. But like us guys, pretty much just leveling combat skills, and, you know, doing our daily stuff, dealing with your herbs.
Oh, okay.
For me, is dealing with the animals, and for Mary, is going to be just preparing the farm ready for spring. Us three are kind of there, you know.
Yeah.
If we just counted little sort of PvE skills, I mean, you've got your healing.
It's at 32 now.
I was going to say, if you want to punch my shield in a bit, that'll give me some more skills.
Okay, and since I'm not leveling healing or worried about it anymore, I can just whack you back to back and get it done quick.
Me. It depends. Well, it's up to you. How far do you want to get healing and leveling?
Well, I've gotten to alchemy now, so I wanted to focus more on that today.
Yeah,
just get some levels
if
in it.
healing's only at 30,
yeah,
you can't get alchemy past 29.
Oh, okay. Well,
You know,
I'll still want to get there.
Has to be to 60.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably level that when I hit that wall then.
Yeah, that's what Mary did. She got a cooking to 29 yesterday, and now she's had to go back to advanced farm. She's got another 15 or so levels.
Right on.
She unlocks the rest of the cooking.
Yeah, it's nice because it breaks up the monotony a little bit.
Yeah. But I mean, you could use your practice swords or whatever to get a shield if you wanted to get some more combat skill. Or
Yeah,
find you
that's
some
cool.
armor as well. Try and find the type of armor you need. I'll have a look at that for you in a second. I'm just going to make a coffee and have a smoke. Check on Mary. See.
Right on.
Yeah, it'll be like 5 minutes. However long it takes the kettle to boil.
Alrighty. You feel a sudden soft sting. This is the same thing. That tick is still bugging me, I guess. I always wonder if there's something I could do about that whenever those little flavor texts pop up. But so far I don't know of any way to get rid of it or help my character past it. One thing I need to do is eat some food because I've been letting myself go below. Of course, I'm not getting any skills right now, but now I will. So I've gotten all the fertilizer now into these plants. Now I'm going to plant them. Plant. You'll see my skill go up in... No, it won't. Okay, so I guess I don't even get skills until something happens. So just planting these isn't actually giving me skills. It's the harvest that gives me skills, I guess. But yeah, to go back to what I was talking about earlier with the professions and the skill systems and the skill trees, it's very specialized. Whatever you're doing is what you become the best at, and it's in your best interest to pick a few things and kind of stick to them. Because if you start spreading yourself thin, you start ending up with skill points and things that you don't really want. Not that that's a problem, because you can always reallocate your skills later just freely as you wish or please. And what you end up finding is as you get more advanced in each different skill, like herbalism and alchemy and all that stuff, like you end up being the only person in your group that can do that, you know, that well. And even if you do have people that are picking kind of the same trees or the same specs, it ends up being to where like you'll have certain things that only you can do with, like for example with herbalism, like this Dulcus radix I can use with my alchemy and my preparation to make flux and raise my strength and damage stamina. This herb will be different for somebody else. Like maybe for them it's a stamina increase, and maybe it's a soft hit point restorer, or like that. Like, so each different herb is a different combination per character, per account, I guess. I mean, you may have one or two that end up being similar just by the randomness of it all, but for the most part, everybody ends up playing their own role. And if you need something like armor created or tools, really high level tools or something like that, it's in your best interest to have somebody assigned to that. And it's also in their best interest to be doing exclusively that for everybody around them. So I guess that kind of gives the game its name, Life is Feudal, when you're on your own, because in order to get to that level or degree of mastery, it would take you an ungodly amount of hours and game time to level up alchemy to be able to make all the alchemist stuff, and then take skills out of that to level up carpentry to be a carpenter for a bit, and to take skills out of that to level up blacksmithing to make your own tools. And like, you wouldn't get anywhere in this game if you were by yourself. So it's better to have like a team of like 6 to 10 to 30 to 60 people, all specialized in their own tasks, so you can work together to build like a giant keep like the one that we're standing in, or to build buildings and furniture and all the little different things and details. And they're all kind of interdependent, these skills. Like, everybody relies on a cook to make really good food so they can have their high complexity foods that give them their multiplier. Because if you're eating shitty food, then you're leveling your skills slower. And if you're eating really good food, like you can have up to 5 quality food, that's like a 5 times multiplier to leveling all your skills. So I think that's really interesting. It's kind of like it kind of like makes the game to where it's more social in a way. So like, that's kind of interesting. It gives you an excuse to talk to people and get people to help you out with what you're doing, and it gives you an excuse to ask for help with things, which is nice because people want to help you. They want to level their skills. So that's kind of I like the way that works. It's a pretty cool system in my opinion. Now, I don't think I could fit any more stuff in here. I'm going to put these bones back where I found them, just to have everything in the same spot. At some point, I'm probably going to go and sort those and make them neat little stacks of 6 so I can just grab and go. He's looking up at the sun. He's going to go cross-eyed. He keeps on looking at the sun. I'm going to hit this wagon up. Yeah, I'll make these neat little stacks of 6 if I have nothing else to do. For the most part, when Ma Deeps is on, I'm pretty gainfully employed, so I don't think I'll have to worry about that today. Got that going. Alright, so next I'm thinking alchemy. But he does want me to hit him with his sword, so I'll probably do that in a minute when he gets back. Until then, I want to see in inventory. I don't think I have any mortar and pestle. No, not there. I might have some in my backpack actually. Look in the back. Yes, I do. Okay, so we're gonna mix a preparation. You know, come to think of it, I need catalysts. So mineral and organic catalysts. Let's find out what that is, what we're gonna need for that. So we'll pull out our handy dandy Googles. We'll say Life is Feudal MMO. How to quickly level healing. It made so much of a difference for me to look that up yesterday. Organic and mineral catalyst. Mineral and possibly organic. Let's see what this result yields. Mineral and possibly organic catalyst. Help! So I've been playing around with alchemy the past 33 days, scratching my head as an efficient way to find and learn the effects of catalysts. As far as I can tell, they only work when they share an attribute with the herb. However, you need 2 herbs that match in the first place. However, if the catalyst does not work, it eats the catalyst anyways due to the 2 herbs matching in effect. Does anyone know a time-efficient method for finding their effects? They're hard to come by, such as low rate of discovery via mining and other elements. I hate to see them disappear without any real reason to do so. I think there's no other way to find effects efficiently. Okay, that reminded me in reading that description that there is a video. This guy. Is this my usual me?
Hello guys and welcome to another episode of...
No, not that guy. There's another guy. Life is Feudal. Alchemy. All about alchemy. This dude's okay. I like the my usual me guy. No, that's the same guy.
Hello friends. Today
What's up, buddy? Alright, give me a minute. Potions, Furza, Flux Secret. Luck. Welcome back. I saw your character just like staring up in the sky, and I was thinking, you're gonna go cross-eyed if you keep staring at the sun. Alright, here it is.
I'm gonna talk about another tier 4 skill called Alchemy. How it is to see the waters.
I care about...
This
Buttons.
outfit that I was wearing away now. I'll put it back in the car in case anyone else wants.
What is that you're putting up?
And then you basically
I missed
mix as a potion. The same thing you did with preparations. The only difference that you get these two options available for you now, but with
Get
now
my ranger
that
too, let me check.
you don't have. This is how you reach easy. Make flag and herbal. To do, they
36
will
actually. It's not bad.
still
What is it you're doing for me?
Alchemy. I'm starting to do alchemy.
No, I mean your combat skill, which one are you with?
Swordsman.
Sword. Where's that? Okay, yeah, it's after 4.
Yeah, I don't know where it's at.
Yeah, so at 30, we can make you a heat. And then
Yeah.
I can punch the crap out of the heat issue. And regular scale, you can use.
Yep.
break your alchemist star and was like
I
not
think there
available.
is some regular
Next, ask
scale
yourself
about
is using firstly all of super much hard health and damages hard health. And as fast and try more
60, you
effective
get
than
kite shields and things like that.
Oh, okay. Now he's starting to do organic catalysts now.
having to build way out and damages have, but
Alright.
you still can see how you do that herbs so like
Alright, right here.
so much harder.
If you're
So
working towards Huskar, you're gonna get maces, big tower shields and stuff, so it's a heavy infantry line.
Okay.
it's
medium
gonna take
infantry
a
at
while
least.
for you to figure out.
Really cool.
I did it like this. So friends, here is how you determine
Overgrown
the
parasite.
effects of your catalysts. You need to pick out herbs with as many resulting effects as possible. As you can see here, I picked out 3. One for raising agility, one for antidote, one for raising.
So this guy's got agility, intellect,
Any catalyst
and
inside, it will
antidote.
be checked for all 3 of those effects, but it won't be checked for.
Mary's on
the other
50 something
3.
on her advanced farming, so she's coming along pretty. Just been having a chat with her about what we think we should plant. I guess it's mainly going to be wheat, a little bit of flax, and a little bit of edge, but the majority is going to be wheat, just so that we've got grain for her to turn into flour to level her cooking and things faster, and so that we've got a shed load of animal feed on the first harvest.
Okay.
Tags that those herbs have, but they aren't in the result. I'm talking about damages health.
Okay, so he doesn't explain where to get the catalysts. That's what I'm concerned with. Like, where do you get catalysts?
And a simple rope.
Let me Google that. Life is Feudal. Where to obtain catalysts?
I'll gather a branch off this tree over here.
Catalysts. Potion problems, how to craft potions, flux,
Ah, they're all
herbalism,
green trees,
alchemy,
that's what I
facelift, Albert.
That's actually quite useful for Mary.
I gotta go. Maybe here we are. Catalysts. Do catalysts even work? I spent an hour, nothing identified. They do work once you have
Because mulberry trees, you get like silkworms on them,
work.
which means she can harvest their cocoons, and that'll
Yeah.
help level her skills as well.
Alright.
And then she can give the silk to me, and I can actually turn it into some useful stuff.
Is there mineral ingredients? Are these the catalysts? Let's see. Actashite. Actashite can be found when mining for raw metallic raw.
It's not a simple rope I need for this. It's plant fiber.
So this is a mineral ingredient, but I don't think that's a catalyst, is it? Here's Bixbyite. Mineral ingredient. Alright, I don't know about that. Alchemy. Herbal catalysts. Here we are. Reddit. A trusted resource. Hello, I'm fairly new to the game. I was wondering if anyone could explain the catalyst, herbalism, mineral organic. How do I use them? I've got herbalism 90. Still can't put anything inside. Do I need 100? If I recall correctly, organic catalysts drop from animals and mineral catalysts drop from iron copper. They only come into effect when you get alchemy. Read the tooltip 6090. 60 locks mineral. Catalyst.
This fishing pole.
I can't get catalysts unless somebody's leveled up mining or what's the other thing? Animals. So animal. Have you got any catalysts from animals?
Yeah, I dropped you some, I think.
Oh, okay.
In that bark box in front of you. There's like some digestive feathers.
That's what that bile was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
I need a lot more of that stuff.
Have a look around, there might be something around as well. I'm just going to go fishing now.
Okay.
Yeah, the more of that stuff I get, I'll always drop it in that box.
Alrighty.
I'm just going fishing now.
I see. I have 1, 2, crystallized bile, and strange muscle. What is this? Digested feather.
But yeah,
3.
mining, like I say, our miners aren't doing much at the moment, are they?
3. Yeah. I guess I'm probably just going to be at a standstill with alchemy until we get that stuff.
Yeah, well, like I say, you'll be getting some of that stuff each day every time I'm slaughtering animals and things like that after the
Yeah.
But I'll have a look around, see if I can find any that's lying around.
Oh, that's all good, man. I'll probably just pick another focus then. Something I could do that I don't have to stop at.
Once I've caught these fish, punch the crap out of me if you like.
Maximum quality of produced cocktails can brew double effect cocktails from 3 ingredients.
Kind of kill 3 birds with 1 stone there, because we can range her up, your healing up and your sword.
I only need catalysts after rank 30 of alchemy, so I can at least get up to 30 on my own, I guess. I'll just have to find some stuff to smash.
Smash.
Yeah, man. I guess I could start going through all these herbs that I've been stockpiling from gardening. Let's see. They're all shit quality, so I could just combine them all.
Just having a nice relaxing chill to the south of our camp, fishing. So far I've caught some herring, I'm not sure of the quality. Oh, cod as well. That's good. It's not bad quality, it's not fantastic. It'll do for the purpose of merit leveling.
Okay. So flux, this is all flux antidotes and etc. So I'm gonna need 3 types. I wonder if I could just put them in through here. So let's say control. Yeah, buddy.
Lenny's making Velociraptor.
Probably not. Oh, Lenny's streaming, huh?
Yeah, that seems like a mistake.
Alright.
Making Velociraptors. I saw his other dinosaurs escape, and they did quite a bit of damage.
The Velociraptor. That's my son's favorite dinosaur. Now, antidote.
You should teach him about utero
About utero?
or Deinonychus. You know Utah, the state.
Oh, Utah. I was like, Utah?
Utah raptor. It's velociraptors are actually really small. They're about the size of like large.
Yeah.
But Utah raptors they weighed about as much as a polar bear, and they're similar sort of animal.
Well, it doesn't like something that I'm doing. What does it not like?
So they were the real fucking dangerous.
Oh, okay.
Alright,
so
Deinonychus or Deinonychus or however it's pronounced, weighed about as much as, which is about as much as I weigh. So they're like the most similar to the movie Velociraptor. And that's what the movie Velociraptors were based on, but they didn't like the name, so they went with them.
I see. What's up?
Oh, as soon as she's off, you need to go straight. Well, I'm spending this for a little bit then.
Oh man, it's like double trouble here in Pink Rose. Oh no. The Discord's so shit lately. I wish I wasn't the case. But hello, Pink Rose, welcome.
So, gay.
Oh shit, I'm hungry. Pink Rose says he's got his medal up to 40. He needs to get 20 more to get to 60. Gonna be smelting today, or is this something else, Pink Rose?
I was just so I could get my smelting up to 30. I need to get my 20 more.
20 more? Well, what we could do, once I've caught a load of fish, I could store you out a load of wooden billets and you could just smash the building.
Do that if you want.
Yeah.
This only appears to be leveling my herbalism.
It's like 600 and a
yeah. It'll get used when you. I'll do that once I've caught enough fish.
Look at me waste all these materials. Okay, so that didn't do anything to my alchemy.
Log down to where the kilns are and just
but
straight off the floor behind.
Let's see.
Yeah, I'm just looking in there.
Okay, sweet.
Mix a cocktail.
We're really short on tools, so if we can get you today, that'll be sweet.
Yeah, that's what I'm after.
We'll go back to our handy dandy browser here.
Lenny's not going to be on until sort of, he says Wednesday.
I'm probably going to turn them down, so I'm not talking so much over them. But I still want to be able to hear them. Okay, I can hear them, I think. Alrighty, mix a cocktail. Life is Feudal MMO. How to mix a cocktail? I think I misspelled it. Cocktails. Alright, here we go. Cocktails. The potions created with alchemy are called cocktails. They're more powerful, longer testing, or longer lasting than the preparations created with herbalism. Cocktails are used to craft herbs, alcoholic beverages, and rare alchemy. Positive. Faster. Feel. Yeah, I'm just trying to do one, and I feel like I don't have enough time to get it done. But I am at a point now where I'm relying more on other people, I guess. Or I'm just like banging out the ones that I can do up to 100 in the meantime, I guess. Positive cocktails. Okay, let's see how we craft this. Swift living cocktails. Oh, okay.
When people are mining and stuff, always
Oh, told
wrecking
me
myself
shit.
with a pickaxe.
Basics:
Not that I
alchemy,
was
alchemist
injured
table,
myself
herbal
fishing.
shots, lots of bottles for the alchemist or alcoholic beverage.
But like I say, we can always do that combat training as well. That won't be
Oh.
healing your swordsman. Whatever else
So,
we need to do.
how does the bottle get involved here? Combining herbs identical manner mortar pestles yield a potion. If there's not an alcohol in the player's oh okay. I need alcohol. So that's something else I can't do right now then. Alright.
I've not seen any alcohol in camp. We've got a brewing station, but until Mary's cook leveled up, she can't do brewing basically.
Okay.
But she's not far off that. So.
Right on. So I could just I'll park all this then. I don't have to that's cool because I don't have to worry about it. I can focus on other things. Alright, so we've done everything we can do.
So many fish.
And at this point, I suppose we're waiting on other people's progression. So that's how interdependent this game ends up becoming. So if I was playing single player, this would have been the end of the game for me at this point. Like I wouldn't have been able to do anything else in this game.
I guess we'll be having some
But
interesting fish meals.
now, since we've done everything we could do, we can start trying to run around and catching people up with what they have to do so we can get back to what we need to do. So if there's anything useful I could do, I'll probably try to see if I can get them to alright. Yeah, so yeah, this is pretty much what I'm up to, guys. I think we'll go hit the target dummy.
And faster reload on my boat.
Voila.
Alright.
Here we are. Whack! Shit, I may go out and melee some bears.
I'd get that scale armor before you do. They hit like
Right.
Yeah, we definitely have to go out and hunt one pretty soon. Once we've got a combat skills a little bit higher, we'll go out and hunt.
I gotta make 30 swordsmen in order to get that armor, so 12 out of 30. We'll start ranking it up now. This is how you level your skills. You just gotta do the thing.
It's quite relaxing.
I like hitting this target dummy, it's pretty relaxing.
Right, I'm going to drop these fish off, then I'm going to saw out a load of wood or pink rope, and then you can actually hit my shield if you want.
Alright.
It's going out. Not going out.
In order for me to level my healing or level my...
Spare my life, I yield.
Hitting my shield might even sort of damp my armor a bit, which will level my archery as well.
It is my honor.
Oh, I've got to find out which one of these boxes in here has the fish.
Big Rose is like, spare my life, I yield. That's Big Rose. This game's FPS drops so severely whenever I'm streaming it, so if you see any kind of like unrealistic physics going on, that's probably why. I can't do anything more to drop the settings or anything like that. It's as low as it can go. Actually, you know what? I need to catch my breath. I gotta make sure I pray so I can get every bit of piety as I can. So, the gods have heard my prayers. I've almost reached 10 piety now. So combat mechanics. If I left click and hold it down, he charges up the swing. You can see that arrow turned completely white. That's the hardest I could swing. Now, depending on which way you're moving your mouse,
Okay, I don't know where to put
you
these.
can kind of see the grayed out arrow there. Shows you what direction you're going to swing. So if I go this way, I can actually swing that direction.
It's the most reasonable.
But if I go the other way, I can swing that direction. Then the mouse wheel allows you to do like a chopping motion. If you scroll down, and if you scroll it just slowly, you can charge it up and then swing. Rolling the mouse wheel forward allows you to thrust. And that's pretty much the combat mechanics. Now they've done something recently to where they've quote-unquote improved the combat system, where the server handles more of the charge up and weapon swing and the blow landing. Whereas before it was your computer that was doing it. Whenever your computer and the game files on your computer was doing it, I guess there were like exploits and like little bugs that people could use to their advantage in the combat system, to where they could lag themselves out and get a really unfair hit at you without any chance of repercussion, because you can't hit somebody that's rubber banding all over the place, right?
Now I need to find a.
So they kind of solved that issue, but created another unique issue, in my opinion. Because if you see me move, you see combat gets a lot more janky. It's actually not bad right now, though. This is about how it should be performing. I noticed that I'll start rubber banding around the place, though, if I'm like moving while I hit. And there, like, that should have connected, but it didn't. Yeah, so it's still a little wonky, but I think that the new map's going to solve that problem. I think part of the reason why we have the issues that we do have is all the decayed forts and the expiring buildings and stuff like that. There's a lot of the world or the land around us that is very much kind of been used up. Like you see a lot of the terraforming and the remains of old cities that have risen and fallen and stuff like that around the area. Because I guess this map is so old, like people have already came and went over time. But yeah.
I want to bring Paddy as well.
Oh.
I want to bring Paddy as well. There's a load of fish in the warehouse and a couple of the.
One of the things you got to worry about when you're swinging your weapon is your stamina. You can see the yellow bar to my left. With each swing, it takes a chunk out of stamina. And as you're charging, your stamina recharges even slowly. But if you just stand there for a second, you can catch your breath and then go back to swinging all the way down to your stamina. Over time, I think of it like your soft stamina, the top part of your stamina bar, drains quickly, and the more bars of soft stamina that you use from topped off to none, the more your hard stamina drains at the bottom. So in one full hard stamina bar, I probably have like 50 or 70 soft stamina bars that I can use. And whenever my hard stamina drains enough, I gotta rest. And resting consumes my green bar really quickly, which is my hunger. So the more I'm resting, the hungrier I get. And while you're leveling any skills, you never want your hunger to go below 80. And that assures that you have the highest multiplier, or food quality multiplier, or XP increase, or skill increase multiplier as possible. So stay above 80, keep your skill multiplier high, and level your skills. They say that the physics in this game are pretty true to real life, meaning if you hit a target with the pointy end of your sword, it does more damage. But if you hit it with the blunt end of your sword, it does less damage. This being a wooden sword, I think all the damage that I'm doing is considered blunt.
Yeah, if you just put them in and turn the kiln on.
part of my reasoning behind going to swordsman is I can actually apply poisons to my weapons. Now, Ma Deeps brought up something that I thought was pretty useful to know. As I'm leveling my my swords to be able to apply poisoning to them, at some point I'm going to have to level equipment maintain. And I guess the only way I'm going to be able to do that is to repair my armor. So, can perform maintenance actions on weapons but for the price of maximum durability lost. I'm going to have to learn how to maintain my my weapons and my armor. In doing that, I'll be able to get skilled up enough eventually to where I can apply poisons at rank 90. So I'm going to need to get a weapon repair kit, I think. Amount of durability that can be restored by equipment rating. Can perform maintenance actions on weapons. Yes. Okay, so I will be keeping my swords for now on. And repairing those. And it's probably going to be useful to know where those repair kits come from.
Remember to pray today to get your alignment.
Can't do anything with that. Eat that food. Don't want my hunger to drop below 80. Yeah, weapon repairs? I don't know where that comes from. Maybe it's O. Let's see. O? Yeah, here we are. So this is a carpenter's toolkit, not that one. A weaver's toolkit, not that one. A jeweler's toolkit, not that one. Which one is the one that I need to repair my weapons? Ah, this is to create them though.
Didn't get a word on that, mate.
Oh, no. Small repair kit. This might be what I need. Building kit. I think I'll need the small repair kit. Yeah, I can't understand anything, Pig Rose. It's still so bad. This may be why people are going to TeamSpeak. I wonder if TeamSpeak is just as bad though. I traditionally remember it being pretty bad. I guess this is their way to like kind of prod people into buying the Turbo Discord or whatever. They're probably giving them more bandwidth or something. Actually, I'm sure they are. So that's pretty much what I've been up to, folks, and this is probably what I'm going to be up to. And for fear of boring you guys to death with what's going on, me just swinging at this weapon dummy here, I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up today's episode with that, just this small update. And kind of what life's been like for me lately, as feudal as it may be. The biggest thing we're waiting on is patch 0.2.0. I'll probably do a couple more update videos before then, but definitely planning on streaming this a lot more consistently after the fact. And I really hope that our communications and Discord and stuff like that get sorted by then. And I'm going to be doing proactive kind of research on the side before each day and trying to figure out what I can do to try to make it better. But for now, this is what we're doing. This is where we're at. So until next time, it has been my honor.
My honor.
It is my honor. So yeah, didn't realize I had that browser open there. But yeah, see you later, guys. Peace.
The local chat you get. Right, these are definitely. Oh. Bruce, type in. How do you pay?